So your brand tone of voice is a really important part of marketing your business. And you may be feeling a bit stuck as to what a brand tone of voice is. Well, I'm glad you've landed on this video because I'll be sharing 7 examples of brand tones of voice so you can get a better understanding of what this means for your business and how it can actually impact your marketing strategy moving forward. Hello, I'm Kate Emily and I'm a marketing coach and I help creative entrepreneurs build their brands online. So this video is all about building your brand voice and I'll be sharing some guidelines with you as well as some examples to help you understand how your brand voice creates a brand personality and in return it builds this relatability with your ideal client. You've probably seen brands on social media or in your inbox that have just completely nailed it. Maybe they're effortless and fun or they're witty and clever and you're wondering how the heck do you do this for your own brand? So let's dive into 7 brand voice examples and then at the end of this video I'll also be sharing 5 tips to help you create a brand voice for your brand. As we're going through these examples, I'd love you to comment below and share which brand voice resonates with you or is something that you would like to recreate for your business. Okay, so the first example is Frank Body. So Frank Body is about being a bit creative, a bit quirky, a bit naughty. They say this really simply in their bio. So get naked, get dirty, get clean with my simple, effective skincare. Another thing they use is a brand persona. So the product has its own personality. So let's click in. When it comes to protecting your skin, I'm oil in. So funny puns, as well as just a really quirky, easy to read tone of voice. I also like this post, me forcing myself to do my skincare routine before bed. So this is obviously something that their ideal client is going to resonate with really well, and having an animal, having a cat in that picture just makes it a little bit funny as well. Okay, next up is Gelato Messina. So this is an ice cream company and they have these ridiculously amazing different flavors. So even just the flavor names are often quite fun and quirky. So this one, Ritz. So it's using Ritz crackers in their gelato. So they say, Jats, sorry, I don't make the rules. And this one, I choose yuzu sorbet with dulce leche, swells, wuzu, juzu. But they take this even one step further with their stories as well. They often show funny things, funny answers to questions. Just the way that they talk is just so down to earth, like you're almost talking to a friend, and it's just a little bit funny as well. So I love the brand voice for Shameless podcast. So this is 2 girls that basically talk about pop culture stuff on their podcast, but even just their Instagram account is just so fun and funny. They share lots of memes. It's really about taking the piss and having a bit of a laugh at what's happening in celebrity culture right now, and sharing stuff that's super relatable and people are going to laugh at. But yeah, they also share some insider jokes, so people that are listening to the podcast will understand those jokes as well. They also talk to you like they're talking to some friends. They are coming across as just 2 girls that you want to be besties with. So next up is Go-To Skincare. So they're quirky yet clear and simple, and they're seen as an expert but in a way that breaks down the beauty industry jargon in a really fun way. Face hero, much brighter, plumper skin. So it's really simple language that makes sense, and that's kind of the whole point of their brand voice, is to not seem overwhelming, not to seem exclusive. It's really inclusive language, and it's all about, building this skincare best friend, basically. Even in their blog articles, they're making it really easy to understand. So sunlight, we love it, we chase it, we need it. Like, it's just easy to read, it's funny, it's something that really relates perfectly to their ideal client, and is something that they're going to resonate with. Okay, so next up is an email I received from Emma Kate Co. So this is a, basically they create diaries and lots of beautiful print designs. So they do cards and all that sort of stuff. So this one is a real nice personal letter that they've written. So this is from the team, Emma, Bella and team. But the way they write it is in like they're talking to a friend, like they're sharing something that's just deeply personal. Again, it's simple language, it's easy to read and easily to relate to. Next up is Nike. So Nike has always been seen as a positive and inspiring brand, and it has a tone that emulates leadership and is all about building community and sharing as leaders in the industry of activewear, of sneakers, of sports apparel, sharing that history of what they've been up to. It's a lot more of a professional tone than a lot of the other brands that we have seen. So it's not really as conversational, not like you're talking to a friend, but it's still really easy to understand language. They're really trying to connect with their audience by saying, we are a superior brand in this industry, and these are all the cool things that we're up to, that we're doing for our community. And the final example is from Flynn. So this is an email he sent as a launch, but it's diving really deep into a personal story first. So it makes him really authoritative and relatable, and he always shares in a conversational tone how he's been in the trenches, so his ideal client can really relate to what he's done before and how what he's selling is relevant to them. So as promised, here are 5 tips to help you find a brand voice that your customers and clients are going to love. Firstly, show off some personality. While you don't need to be a comedian, you don't need to be funny, depending on what it is that you sell, that may be totally inappropriate, but you want to have some sort of personality that comes across in your captions, on your website, and in your emails. You also want to interact with your ideal client. So putting the social back into social media and being able to have these conversations with them to understand who they are and what is the content that's going to resonate with them most. And you'll start to understand what it is that's the most relatable, what's getting the most engagement, because it's creating this brand voice that is completely aligned to who you're here to serve. An easy win is sharing your followers' content on your socials. So being able to repost their posts or their stories to what you're sharing on your brand's account. This will immediately create that connection between your ideal client's voice and your brand voice, because it should be the same and it should emulate that similarity and relatability. Don't be afraid to be honest and acknowledge any mistakes. So you as a small business can be really honest and to the point and show a bit of vulnerability in what you're up to and how things maybe haven't worked how you expected, or maybe your shipping has been delayed, or something has happened in your business that is impacting your customers or clients, and sharing that with them super vulnerably. And that's going to create this brand voice that is trustworthy, that's relatable. Create a list of what your brand voice is and is not. I really love doing this exercise with clients because it means that you can really start to create a better picture of what your brand is about and what it's not about, and the type of voice that's going to create. Some examples might be passionate but not over the top, inclusive but not for everyone, innovative but not out of reach. There's no right answer when it comes to building a brand voice. It is really dependent on you as the business owner and who you're here to serve, and what is the sort of voice that's going to resonate with your ideal client. If you're wondering how you can start to implement your brand voice into your content itself, go and watch my video which shares 10 brand storytelling tips, which is going to take you through some really awesome examples to get you started sharing that brand voice authentically in your social media and in your content moving forward. So I hope you love this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, and I'll be back here next week with another video I know you're going to love. So until then, bye for now.